Alright, so hopefully you can hear me over the rumbling of the Sonoma, but we're starting the video off from the driver's seat of the Sonoma because today, as you can tell by the title of this video, is a big day for the drift build, and we are finally getting our hands on the motor that's going to be going into the Sonoma. I won't really reveal right away what engine we're going to be putting in the truck, but all I can say is there is no replacement for displacement when it comes to making a V8 engine decision. So in true cheap ass fashion, I'm getting the cheapest truck motor I could find on Facebook Marketplace, and we're gonna go pick it up. So it's about a 45-minute drive away. I just had a massive fiasco with not getting the Sonoma to start that I should have filmed because I basically ran it bone dry, but we have fuel now, so let's make our trek out to get the new V8 and get this party started with the drift truck. I don't know if you can hear me, but it's definitely super annoying how loud this truck is because the exhaust comes out right underneath the cab and it just vibrates everything because it's so old. And now that the truck is also lowered, the suspension is kind of stiff, but she pops though. I don't know if you can hear that. On all diesel, all the time, it just pops. It's fucking meat. So the deal has been done. The motor is loaded up, as you can see behind me, the most beautiful view out of my rear view that I've ever had. I'm super amped, as you guys can tell, to finally be doing something this sick on the channel and what's gonna be super, super rowdy. So I'm super amped to get this project started. So we're gonna rip this back to the shop and get this set up on the engine hoist and have a look over the motor and see what we're gonna need to buy. It is a really, really greasy motor. It is super caked on with oil and it's missing a couple accessories. So don't expect too much, but it is a awesome engine, and we'll talk about what we picked up once we get back to the shop. So let's get back to ripping and get back to the shop. Here we go. Started pissing rain on the way back, so I just needed to strap it down real quick with the tarp over top. All right, so without dinking around too much, you already know what this is if you're a LS fan. What we got right here is the truckiest truck motors. The old 5.3 liter Vortec LS based cast iron bad boy that makes a little bit over 300 horsepower from the factory. This is out of, I believe the guy told me it was an 03 or an 04. I can't quite remember. He seems to think it has aluminum heads, which, and I know this could be wrong, I can't quite remember, but if it has aluminum heads, it could be an L33, but for the amount of money I paid for it, if I got an L33, I'd probably shit my pants. So not a whole lot going on with this motor. It isn't quite a short block, but it's not a long block. I don't have all of the accessories. Biggest one, I don't have a water pump. I also don't have the alternator for this side or the power steering pump, I believe. I think that's the AC condenser. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the power steering pump is on this side as well. So it's missing a couple of things, but the major winning factor of all of this, full wiring harness with an ECU as well. So hopefully that hasn't been sitting outside in the rain. This motor wasn't. It was covered when I showed up to buy it. And the guy knew his stuff and seemed like he was taking care of it. And then also it did come out of an automatic trans vehicle. So we're gonna have to get a flywheel and obviously all the goodies to make this thing into a 5-speed drift monster, but it obviously was a little bit of a leaker. It's got quite a bit of caked on oil in a lot of places, but it will get the job done for what we need. This thing is gonna be an absolute unit. It is drive-by-wire, so that is a big plus for us. We don't have to screw around with e-throttle or anything like that. And I believe this thing only had 288,000 kilometers when the guy pulled it out of the truck, and it was a runner. I got to spin it over by hand, so we know that the bearings and everything seem good. So we have a good base platform to get a V8 in the drift truck, and it's gonna be an absolute ripper. I am so stoked. And now I just have to find a manual transmission. I'm not sure what one I'm gonna get. I'm probably gonna get a NV 3500 or something like that, maybe a T5 if I can find a cheap, good shape T5. Yeah, so there's not much I can do today in terms of the V8. I don't have the hardware and everything to put it on a stand right now, so I'm not gonna do that today. But I'm super stoked. I hope you guys are stoked as well. I'm not sure what we're gonna do in terms of mods to the Vortec, as 300 horsepower in the Sonoma compared to what it does from the factory is gonna be a massive jump anyways. So I'm gonna be probably shitting my pants at 300 horsepower anyways. We might do a cam and then some valve springs and that kind of thing, but we're gonna refresh the motor obviously first, get stuff running maybe before we do a cam and just kind of see what it's like completely stock. But we have other parts to buy, so we're gonna spend our money on that so we can get it all going all at once. But anyways, guys, that will do it for today's video. I hope you guys are stoked for the V8 going in the Sonoma, and you're stoked for this build as much as I am. If you have any questions or any recommendations for what I should be doing to put the V8 in this truck, let me know down in the comments. And if you're new here and you're new to this build, this is the biggest stepping stone we've made so far in this build, and we've got lots more coming. So you're gonna wanna subscribe. And then guys, if you are returning subscribers, please hit the bell notification so that when my videos go up, you guys are right on them. Because I wanna grow the channel, I wanna start doing a lot bigger projects and a lot crazier stuff. But anyways, guys, peace out. I will see you in the next video.